In today's episode of the Bedroom Podcast.
Two, I have to go with Ford versus Ferrari.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
It is such a good movie, dude. It is such a good movie.
For one, I'd say Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, best game I've ever played in my life. Maybe like a girl gets dumped and then she blames the boyfriend that she like hid in her room for the past few months, got fat, stuff like that. Blames it on the boyfriend because he left.
Yeah.
When they could be at the gym, like bettering themselves, you know.
Yeah, like he went to the relationship expecting a girl and then she just became lazy. I mean, I'll say that goes both ways. There's a
Yeah.
lot of guys who go
No,
into,
yeah, it definitely goes both ways.
and then that's why a lot of girls leave today is because like a lot of guys they get in a relationship and then they automatically just stop trying with the girl. You know what I mean? They like, oh, I got my queen, now I don't have to try. Alright, guys, welcome to the Bedroom Podcast, Episode 2, Top 10 Tuesday. Here today, I have a special guest, Mason Fairchild. Do we just want to go over your name, your age, and then what you do for a living?
So yeah, my name is Mason Fairchild. Some people call me Mace. I'm 19, grew up in Muncie, and graduated from Zionsville.
That's it. What do you do?
I work at Top Golf. I'm an event ambassador and also a bay host. And on the side, I stream on Twitch.
That's right, right. And then you also started, or trying to start an online business, isn't that correct?
Yeah, I recently just opened a website. You can visit it. Um, I'll plug in. Actually, I don't want to plug it on your stream, but we're good.
Well, his links will be down below for his Twitch and then his Instagram for those who want to follow him after because he's a pretty funny guy. But yeah, today we're gonna get right into it. It's gonna be Top 10 Tuesday. We're gonna go over the top 10 best movies of all time, top 10 best actors of all time, and then top 10 best video games of all time. We're gonna debate. We're gonna figure out which one's the best, and then for any of you guys who haven't seen those movies or maybe not play the video games that we talk about today, maybe you can try to check them out and then see if you guys like them. All right, so the first one is gonna be movies. What do you think is a top 10 best movies? We can go like one at a time.
10?
Yeah, starting at 10. I mean, they don't have to be in order.
Okay.
We're going to just go in like 10 top 10 best movies of all time. Actually, you get 5 and then I'll get 5. And that'll be our top 10 list.
Okay. All right. So I'd probably put 5. I'd probably say Lion King.
Lion King. Yeah, that's right. I mean, I would argue, I don't know. I would say that that's definitely one just because when the live action one came out, people were so excited for that one.
That one's crazy too.
Yeah, that one was pretty good, but I definitely preferred the animated one for sure. And yeah, definitely set the Disney World franchise. For me, fifth best of all time, I gotta go with Deadpool. Depp,
I can understand that.
yeah, Deadpool was so like it was written so well, bro. I can't like
And Ryan Reynolds killed it.
Ryan Reynolds, like
He's
yeah,
such a good actor for
he,
Deadpool.
he is such like perfect, and then the way that he was like they wrote it where he was like also outside the movie looking in, like at the end credit scenes where he like killed like the act or the director for Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Do you remember that part?
I do.
He's like, yeah, because Green Lantern was a dog shit movie. Oh my goodness. All right, what's your 4?
Fourth, I'd probably have to give it to Talladega Nights.
What?
You ever seen that?
Nah.
With Will Ferrell and can't remember his name, but they're in NASCAR
Okay.
and they're like I don't even know how to describe it. They're just really funny.
Is it like
It's Will Ferrell, man.
is it a comedy?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What is it about though? Like
Um,
just NASCAR or
Basically, his dad left him at a young age to like race,
but he's white.
and and then and then ever since he was like, I wanna go fast, blah blah blah, and then ended up being one of the best NASCAR drivers until he wrecked and then had trauma
Okay.
and stuff like that.
Oh, I can definitely say all that's a comedy. 4 shit. Oh my gosh, I should have came prepared. This is my fucking podcast. Like I know my top 3. Shit. 4. So let's see. Um, I don't know. I don't want to do another Marvel movie because I feel like I don't know if I had to pick. I'd definitely pick Deadpool as the best Marvel. But let's see. I won't go in order. So this is not four. This is gonna be my three though. So I can have time for me to think. Fast and Furious 1.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely. I mean, the Fast and you have to have one Fast and Furious movie as on your top 10. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. So
But yeah, number three, I'm gonna have Tokyo Drift. That's one of my
really,
favorite ones by Fast and Furious.
Tokyo Drift. I mean, I don't know. Personally, I just never liked it because it doesn't have Paul Walker in it. I mean, it has Vin Diesel in it at the end, but I do like Tokyo, bro. Like the like atmosphere and that
All
shit.
the GD cars and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And then when Juan died, except I mean, if they didn't bring back Juan, that movie would be so much better. You know what I mean?
Okay. They shouldn't
Or
have
not
brought
Juan,
back one.
Han. Forgive me, guys, for anyone judging me. It's Han. But yeah, yeah. If they just killed him off, I think that would be a great movie because that's kind of what pushed him over the edge into like being a better driver and like to win that race at the end of the movie. Versus if well now he's alive and blah blah and just kills it.
Yeah.
Um, four. I have to go back to four. I mean, I'm not gonna go with a Star Wars movie. I don't because I don't really fuck with Star Wars. Not really. I mean, there's some, but not like when I think of best movie of all time, I don't think of Star Wars. Um, do I want to go with the Disney movie? I mean, for all your Disney, I'm gonna go with the Disney movie. I'm gonna go with the Disney princess movie. I'm gonna go with Tangled.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I've only seen that like one time.
What? That is easily the best.
Mm,
I don't know.
debatable.
Debatable of the princess movies.
Yeah. I was always a Snow White and Seven Dwarfs kind of guy.
I mean, at least pick Beauty and the Beast or Aladdin.
Aladdin too. Aladdin's up there.
Yeah, Aladdin's. I don't know. I have to go with either Aladdin or Tangled for four, for sure. But yeah, you're on three.
I'm on two.
On two.
Yeah, because you skipped three. I mean, you skipped four, and then went back to four. So
Yeah.
you're on two also.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're right.
So I'd probably say Endgame. Avengers Endgame. That
Endgame.
was an insane movie.
That was a very insane movie. Yeah, I mean, again, it just closed off everything with Tony Stark dying,
Made
when
me cry, man.
I know that made me cry, bro. He's my
When Spider-Man died,
oh my wait, what?
or like when he vanished.
Oh, vanished. That was Infinity
Oh,
War.
that's my bad.
Dude, get your Marvel together. When they're like or like when Thor picked up the hammer, the whole theater went crazy. Uh
Thor, Captain America.
Captain America.
Yeah,
Dude, I don't know what's
that was
happening.
crazy.
Yeah, like my whole theater, because we watched the opening day, like,
Really.
yeah, with my dad, and the whole theater was packed, and everyone was screaming. I don't even think I heard the next like minute of the movie. Not gonna lie. But yeah, it just like closed off all those ties, and then when they went back in time and he saw his dad, like that almost made me cry too. I was like, damn, I wish I could relate to that. Just kidding. I have my dad. Um, two. I have to go with Ford versus Ferrari.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
It is such a good movie, dude. It is such a good movie. It's like so they build my favorite car of all time, the 3000 GT, Ford, and it's just a story in it, and then Christian Bale's the main actor in it, and then Matt Damon, he's Shelby. Um, or I think I don't remember his first name, but he's Shelby. Like the car Shelby. But fantastic movie. The plot is 10 out of 10. Everything is perfect. It's like it's a long movie though. It's like 2 hours and 2.5 hours, something like that. But it's definitely worth it for sure.
Last Man.
You do, you do. It's great. I can't believe you haven't watched that. The fuck? What?
Yeah.
There's no way. All right, number one,
Number one, I gotta give it to Step Brothers.
Step Brothers.
Every word to that movie.
That I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That was a pretty good movie. That is a good movie. I mean, it was really funny. I love action, so that's where I'm going with mine. So I mean, I like the mix. So you kind of have the comedy side and have the more of the action side. I'm gonna go with the best-selling movie of all time, Avatar:
I'm
The
sorry.
Last Airbender.
I should have put that on there.
No, just kidding. Not The Last Airbender, just Avatar. Yeah, that movie was so good, and the new one's coming out, and I'm so excited.
That's kind of insane.
I haven't ever seen it in theater though, so I heard that they just brought it back to theaters.
No digital.
What?
You can't buy it.
No, you can. I haven't seen it in theaters though. You know how like movies are like different in theaters and like
Yeah.
you're just watching at home. Because I've only watched it at home ever. But I need.
I don't remember if I saw it on the movie theater.
I don't know. I wish I did. Like maybe in 3D or some shit. Because that shit was so good. I mean, Marvel Phase 5 could take some pointers on their CGI. Because I was like, the fuck, She-Hulk is so trash. No offense for all your fans out there. All right, so I got my top 10. You guys comment down below. What's your top 10? What do you think is the best movie of all time? What's your favorite movie of all time? And then maybe we have to give it a watch. All right, topic two: best actors of all time. All right, number five.
Mm,
You don't have to go number five. I'm going number one,
I don't
probably.
think. Well, I can't think of any actors other than Will Ferrell.
Oh, you put Will Ferrell. The fuck can I
Yeah,
put?
Will Ferrell's gonna be in three.
Don't put Will Ferrell at three.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, I definitely see that. I mean, he's done so much in his life. I'm not gonna do the one I'm thinking of right now because he's a comedy actor and you have to say him. But I'm gonna go with Johnny Depp.
Okay.
Yeah, as two.
So
Yeah, I mean the way he played in Pirates of the Caribbean,
that was a great series.
great series, dude. Great acting. I mean, he's the reason why those movies did good. Because anyone else, I think those movies would have been shit.
Cherry Squeak. Let's see who else should I put up. Can't think of any names right now.
Bro, I can give you one.
Who?
Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I'm saying I'll put him in four.
You
I
think
feel
I'll
like
put?
Will Ferrell's a little bit more fun.
Yeah. I mean, I love Adam Sandler. What movie was it? Bedtime Stories?
Hmm.
Bedtime Stories? Have you ever seen that shit? What?
So yeah,
So like basically at the end of the night he would like take these two kids to bed and whatever they said like during their like bedtime story it would come true like in real life but like with a little bit of mix to it. So like he would be like, oh yeah, and this person got like a red Ferrari and like he was the main character in every story, and so he would get like a red Ferrari the next day and stuff like that. But that movie's so funny. I love that movie.
sounds like
Um, two. Ooh. Um, so I'm gonna what? So I'll put Johnny Depp as two. As five, I'm gonna go Robert Downey Jr.
I was gonna say him. Robert Downey Jr. is a great actor.
He's such a great actor. Well, I put him at four. Yeah, I definitely put him at four. Just because, like, he's a really good actor. He just doesn't have a lot of quality pieces. You know what I mean? You have to have someone who has done, like, a lot. You know what I mean? And the way he did Iron Man definitely puts him up there.
Oh, yeah.
But that's kind of it. Other than Road Trip, that movie is pretty good, too. That one's hilarious. It has what's that one guy's name? I don't know. I don't know. But that's a funny-ass movie. I love that movie.
Two, I'd probably say Jonah Hill.
Jonah.
Jonah Hill's fun.
Dude, I still haven't seen that one movie with him in it. War
Dog?
Dogs. Yeah.
So good.
Dude, I need to watch that.
Amazing.
I heard that was so good.
I didn't think he'd be a good actor, like being serious and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a serious movie, but he did a great job.
I definitely see that. Yeah. War Dogs was. I heard, like, I always watch a scene on TikTok where it has him pulling out the gun in front of all his back. That scene's so funny. Uh, that's hilarious. So, for Johnny Depp, I'm gonna go with Robert Downey Jr. I mean, can I go with 3 Ryan Reynolds?
3.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent. I'd probably say 5. Tom Holland. So I feel like he killed it in Spider-Man.
I don't know.
I feel like he's probably the best Spider-Man. Like, no
You
offense
can
to any of
put
the other people, but
you can put Tom Holland over Andrew Garfield as an actor though.
actually, no, yeah, I take that back. Andrew Garfield. Have you seen Hacksaw Ridge?
No, bro. I heard that was good. I've heard.
He did amazing in that, so I'm definitely gonna put him at 5.
And then he also did that one movie that everyone loves that just came out, Tick Tick Boom. No,
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
yeah, but
I'll start with the lyrics, I guess.
apparently he apparently that movie was fantastic as well, like amazing. So his acting was really good in that one. Shit, I don't even know. Holy crap, I don't even know. Leonardo DiCaprio. That's 5.
5?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, I was gonna put him at 1, but
Okay, you can put him as 1. That could be
I
1
got
because
somebody else.
I don't really watch movies with him. I just know everyone loves him as an actor.
My 1 is gonna be Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. Oh, Tom Hanks.
Yeah, he's so good.
Yeah. Yeah. He is pretty good. Wait, no, that's not Tom Cruise. The fuck? Why am I
Tom
getting?
Hanks is like Forrest Gump, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, wait. So I'm gonna put Leonardo as 1, and then for my 5th, I'm just gonna go with Christian Bale.
Okay.
Christian Bale slash Matt Damon.
Not Damon.
Yeah, either one of those can fit as 5 for sure. But yeah, those are the top 10 best actors of all time. We might have messed up. We didn't really write any of them down, but these were just off the top of our head. Like, what are the best top 10 actors? You list your favorite actor if it was on the top 10, because I know some of them are your favorite actors. Um, but yeah, comment down below what's your favorite actor. And then finally, this should be easy. Top 10 best video games of all time.
Okay. 5.
Yeah.
Um, 5. I'd probably put Halo.
Halo is such a good game, dude. I love Halo.
The old Halo. I don't really know Halo. Like Halo Ghost, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I heard that was dog shit.
Really?
Halo Ghost.
I
The
like
new
it.
one, the new shit that just came out.
Mhm.
Yeah, I heard that was bad. I mean, I could be wrong, but I've never played it. I didn't want to. um, 5. Let's see. I'm going with Mario Kart.
That's a solid answer.
That was a solid answer. Yeah, Mario Kart. I mean, you can play that by yourself. You can play that with everyone. So I'm definitely going Mario Kart.
Alright. And then 4, I'm gonna say Super Smash Bros.
Super Smash Bros. That was the shit, dude.
Best thing ever.
That game was so fun, dude. I love that game. That's why can't play multiverses because it's so hard for me to like
It's
this game.
just like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like it, but like, nah. It's like, like when I play multiverse, I'm like, I want to play Smash Bros. That's every single time. Shit. 4. I'm gonna go with my favorite game of all time. I'm gonna go with the Apex. I love Apex. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys, but it's such a good game. I'm sorry. I play it all the time. But
I used to play it on.
yeah, I know. I'm so sorry, but it was the first game I ever played in my ever, and it was well on the Xbox. It was my first game ever, and I don't know. It was so fun. It was definitely more fun than like season 2, but yeah. All right, you're number 3, I guess.
Uh, let's see, 3. I'm probably do the safe bet and say Minecraft.
Damn, bro. That is definitely. I don't know. You could put that 2 even. Shit.
True.
Minecraft was. Remember when Minecraft came out and literally every single person played that shit.
Oh yeah.
Like it was a nerdy game, and still all the cooler people played that shit. You know what I mean?
Everybody was playing.
Yeah.
At one point, they played it.
Yeah, at least one point. You're right. At one point in their life, someone you have played fucking Minecraft. Shit. Three. I have to go with. I don't know. Let's see. I'm not gonna go with another Nintendo game. I'm probably gonna go with for Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit on the GameCube.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't
that.
think I played it on the GameCube.
I
I used
mean,
to have a GameCube though.
GameCube was pretty fun, but Need for Speed on the GameCube, dude, it's just all the cars you can get. You could get a Locust, you could get a Ferrari. That it was just such a nice game. I don't know. It was so hard too. Like like the older games were so hard to play, and now they're like so easy. Like you finish like a game or a career mode in like 2 seconds. The fuck. All right.
We on two. I'd probably have to say GTA.
Damn.
I love GTA.
That's definitely 2 or 1 for sure. Uh, oh, yeah, GTA. I can't wait till GTA 6 comes out.
I mean, we've been waiting for what, 10 years?
Yeah, and they spent like $2 billion on their. That's their budget. $2 billion. The fuck, this game better be
That'd
good.
be amazing.
It better be so good. Like the fuck, we've been waiting forever for that shit. Two, I have to go with Assassin's Creed Origins.
Okay, I fuck with Assassin's Creed.
I love
I
Assassin's
used to
Creed.
play that all the time.
And that was my favorite game of Assassin's Creed 2. Origins with in Egypt. Like a lot of people say Odyssey or they also say like the second Assassin's Creed. But with Origins, it's just a perspective that has like everything looks bigger, everything looks really nice. And then Odyssey is just like, I don't know, the fighting and everything is just is what it is.
And for one, I'd say Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, best game I've ever played in my life.
That game
I still sometimes play it.
wasn't the zombies on that shit really fun?
The
But
zombies,
yeah,
best zombies too.
the zombies on that one I used to play with my brother and it was so fun. I love that one.
Right.
For one, I mean, I'm gonna go with the obvious answer, Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that was the safest, best, fucking yeah. Shit, I'm sad Eric couldn't make it today. That sucks because I wanted to talk about something. It's gonna be controversial. We're gonna go into a more controversial side of it. But thank you for tuning in for Top 10 Tuesday. We're gonna go into more of more self improvement now. And get his opinions on it. Maybe he has different opinions. You better not just agree with me to agree with me. I want to see. I just want to see what you think about things. Um, so so the first question I wanted to ask you was, um, do do police do more to help the citizens of America or to hurt the citizens of America? Like, do you think it needs to be reformed and that they, you know, just don't do their jobs right for the most part, or that they don't treat citizens like of America correctly, you know, like the stigma around it? It's kind of like if a similar question would be like, I can't say the word because I'm putting it on YouTube, but like grape culture. Like, do you think in America we have a grape culture? Do we think that's more taught in schools and around places that it's tolerated or it's okay or something, or is it not? So same thing with police. Do you think they're more so on the side of trying to help the citizens or not?
I definitely think the reason people join the force is to help the people and help their city.
Hmm.
But at the same time, there are crooked cops. There are such thing, hence worth the all the videos blowing up of them not doing their job correctly or being out of pocket. So definitely needs some type of like reform, but you can't really fix crazy,
Yeah.
and people can see right through it.
Yeah.
You never know what that cop's gonna do. So
Do you think let me put this, or do you think that there's these videos are going viral just because people like to see like not necessarily that they'd like to see, but it's more so they want to like or they want to spread the word of a cop being bad versus a cop being good. So let's say a cop is playing basketball with a white cop is playing basketball with some black kids in a neighborhood. That video won't get as many likes because people don't really care about that, don't really want to speak about that, versus a cop beating, like killing or beating up a African American person. Do you think that people just make those videos go viral just because the hate for racism is much greater than for the enjoyment of a cop and like enjoy being nice, I mean, being a good cop?
Um, Personally, I feel like some people feel like they're obligated to like spread the awareness of that. But at the same time, people love watching that stuff. That's why there's such bad traffic after crashes because people want to see like what happened.
Yeah,
Because people are for some reason attracted to death or stuff like that. And like yeah, what cops have been doing is like really bad and stuff like that. But um, what else is the question?
that's, I mean, you can stop whenever.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, just, yeah, I mean, you answered it perfectly, I think, for yourself. But the last question I want to ask you about this topic is, do you believe that as a cop who risks his life every single day for American citizens, do you believe that he should have more respect or like acquire, like, demand more respect, and should he get more privileges walking through his way of life?
I definitely think the people in blue deserve the respect, and I know that some people feel that they hate cops when they're just doing their job. Like I could say the same thing. Like I used to hate them because of the scenarios I put myself into. Like I was the one breaking the law. They were just doing their job. So like I had that thought one night. I was like, cops aren't bad. I don't know why I keep like brainwashing myself to think this and
Yeah.
stuff. So like they definitely need respect. I deserve it.
Yeah, like what I think about, like, especially because I got my car searched one time, and like what I think about more so is that they have to deal with people who actually carry drugs, who carry guns, who are not supposed to carry guns, who are not supposed to carry drugs, or who have warrants on them, or who's done dangerous things, and then expect to also be like be able to tell who's nice and who's not. Like people automatically get into their mind, it's like, I'm innocent. You should automatically know that as a cop. Versus that cop never knows. Like he's seen the nicest person pull out a gun. You know what I
Right.
mean? He's seen the most cooperative, respectful person pull out a gun. So how does he know which person is gonna pull out a gun or not? And like that's kind of my argument with everything. Is like, do I believe that there's corrupt cops? Of course. Of course, guys. There is definitely corrupt cops. But at the same time, there's less corrupt cops than there are good cops, and by a lot. I'll say less than 2%. Like there's not really like, just because, like, I always say this to people who believe that they're like for like people like white people are like, oh, they're so privileged because police will treat them different. I'll say it like this. So everyone, there's a bar. Police are supposed to treat you like uh, like everyone else. It's a right. They're supposed to treat you like this. If they treat you under the bar, they disrespect you, beat you up, or do something like that. Doesn't mean that everyone who's at the bar is privileged, and that everyone and then that person is underprivileged. It just means that someone that a wrong has been done to that person. You know what I mean? It's like a cop did something bad to them doesn't mean that everyone else is privileged. It just means that something was done wrong to you. A lot of people get mixed up and they be like, "Oh, I've seen 10 black people get beat up by a white cop," and then that automatically means every white person's privileged because they don't have to go through that. That's being respected, and like getting pulled over and just getting respected by a cop is like that's just normal. That's a right. That's not a privilege. You know what I mean? Versus, like, I would say like this. A lot of people don't know. It's like in the schooling system, if like, I don't know if you know, Asians have to get the highest SAT scores, have to have the highest grades. just be in some colleges, not all of them, do just because their race is so smart and that they want to diverse some schools. So to do that, so for African Americans, their average is so low for SAT score. So it's like unfair because for those African Americans, they don't have to get high SAT score. They just have to hit the average of a African American or have the best of an African American. They don't have to meet a standard like for any other race. Like the Asian, like for anyone in Asia, they have like such a higher SAT score average, so they have to hit such a higher number. So that is a privilege because like the right is that you get this SAT score to get into college, let alone you don't have to meet that. So you're getting privilege and you're above the bar. And that's what privilege is versus what a wrong is. I think that's what a lot of people get mixed up. So I watched this TikTok and it says, stop. She said, "Stop putting good people through bad shit and then expecting them to turn out as good people." So with that, I want to ask you, do you believe that if, because I know you've been through a really hard time in your life, do you believe that just because someone has gone through a really rough childhood or has been maybe underprivileged and then they come out to be a bad person, is it okay to blame them for being a bad person, or should we not blame them just because it wasn't fair for what they went through?
I mean, that's definitely a tough question to answer because I feel like it could be different for everybody. And, you know,
Yeah,
I've seen it in my family where it does like keep going bad. They think they're gonna be so much different than their parents, and then it ends up they're just the same as they were, but they don't even realize it.
yeah,
And like I don't want to think like that because I want to see like change, I want to see the perfect parent or person that you could be no matter like what you went through because you want to be the opposite of them.
yeah,
But at the same time, it's tough if that's just like what you're brainwashed into, you know?
yeah, yeah. That's what I was saying. I was more so thinking like accountability. Just people don't take accountability for, like with her. She was basically saying that it's okay to be a bad person if you've gone through bad stuff, or if you're a part of a minority, or if you're underprivileged, or anything horrible gone in your life. It's okay for you to turn out a bad person. I'll say I'll say take accountability
Yeah,
because for me, like I know what you went through, I know what Eric went through, and what Eric went through, like so much worse than like what like the average person has gone through, and it's just like he's turned out to be a great and sweet person, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And he chose that, was it hard, what, or was it easy? No, like he had to fight for it. He had to constantly tell himself, like, I want to be a better person, than I was yesterday. And it's like for you to give up and be like, oh no, it's okay for me to be a bad person because I went through bad shit. I think that's just really like destructive, especially to a society. You know what I mean? Because
right.
no matter how well we try to improve America or any country or the world, and still life's gonna hit you. There's gonna be diseases. You're just gonna be born paralyzed, or some bad shit's gonna happen, and you can't just blame that. You can't blame on your bad behavior on that bad shit that has happened. Um, but yeah, it's crazy. I believe that a lot of people just don't take accountability, and that's actually gonna lead into my next question, which I answered already. um, do you believe that most people hold themselves accountable for their actions and for their whole lifestyle? So that could be their bodies, their minds, and we can go anywhere with that one. Just yeah, how they work.
Yeah. I think it goes back and forth, like them holding themselves accountable. Like they could put the blame on other people, they could put the blame on their life, or they, as you said, they could like flip that switch and be like, no, I want to be the best person I am, and like not think too much about it. But like accountability, like I'm trying to think of a scenario right now. Like maybe like a girl gets dumped and then she blames the boyfriend that she like hid in her room for the past few months, got fat, stuff like that, blames it on the boyfriend because he left,
Yeah.
when they could be at the gym, like bettering themselves,
Yeah, like he went to the relationship expecting a girl and then she just became lazy. I mean, I'll say that goes both ways. There's a
Yeah.
lot of guys who go
No,
into,
yeah, it definitely goes both ways.
and then that's why a lot of girls leave today is because like a lot of guys they get in a relationship and then they automatically just stop trying with the girl. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
like, oh, I got my queen, now I don't have to try. Like a lot of guys think that like to get the girl is a race, and once you get to the end of the race and you get the girl, you don't have to race again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what's really sad, and that's why I want to like help men today is like be like constantly be improving. You should be constantly like the way she met you at the beginning, you should be 10 times better than that by the end of the
They
year.
should always be improving.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that was a good example. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and but the same thing with a woman is just like I think we want two different things. It's like and then it comes up with that question. I actually had it with Eric, and he walked out the other day. It comes up with a question. He was like, about love. Is like love a real thing, or is love a conditional? And a lot of people say that only men or women and children are loved conditionally. I'll just say that only children are loved conditionally or unconditionally, and everyone else is loved conditionally, because like even women, you have like you won't date her if she's paralyzed and ugly. You know what I mean? Like you she has to meet a certain standard for yourself, and but do you think that what do you think about that? Do you think love is real and that you can find someone that you'll love no matter what they do?
I mean, that's definitely a tough question because, like, there could be so many scenarios that could happen. Like, let's say I found what I thought was the love of my life, and then something bad happens, and she's like misformed, in some way. Like, let's say she got in a fire, her whole face is burned off,
Yeah.
shit like that. And then I have to take care of her the rest of my life. Like, that's a lot of um, weight on your shoulders and stuff. Like sometimes you can't handle it and you have to go.
Yeah.
So I feel like love is there, but to a certain extent.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely agree with that just because again, like what you said, it's like does that does that suck for her? Yeah, like that will be horrible, and you can be by her side the rest of her life, being her friend and stuff.
Right.
But like, also, you only have one life too. And like a lot of people put that pressure, I would say more so on men, to like you have to stay with her or you have to be with her, no matter what. And it's just so sad because like men, like a lot of people don't understand like you only have one life. So what do most men want to do? And it's so sad that a lot of girls don't know this, but like a lot of guys just want to have multiple girlfriends. At least not multiple girlfriends. They want to have one wife, but they don't want to be monogamous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, which is sad. I mean, I watch this podcast all the time, and the guy says black men don't cheat, but then and then proceeds to say that all men want to be able to cheat.
Yeah.
And I'll say this like if you're gonna date a guy who is very well known or successful or something above average, he gets the chance to cheat, he's most likely going to. Are there exception to the rule? Of course, but if he gets in a room with some hot ass chick and you're not gonna find out, a lot of girls will be like, I trust my man. And it is so funny because I don't, because I'm with men all the time. You know what I mean? Even with all my friends who have girlfriends, they still talk about girls, and like they will talk about right in front of me. It's like, oh yeah, like we almost worked out, and this girl's like, oh yeah, and like talk about their body and all this shit while they have a girlfriend, and it's just
Yeah.
like I know for a fact, like there's very few men that let me put it this way, there's very few attractive men who's successful and have their shit together who don't cheat. Are there men who are losers and they won't cheat on you? Of course. You know what I mean? Like, because they don't really have any other options. And that's kind of what girls have to choose. Do they want to pick a guy who's less attractive, average, or do they want to choose a guy who's better than them, who has their shit together, and but risk the opportunity of him cheating and not being the one? Can you find it? But it's gonna be hard to find because every guy's gonna lie. Well, not every guy. The real ones aren't gonna lie and be like, yeah, I want to fuck around. Versus But a lot of guys are gonna just like not be honest and just be like, "No, you're the only one, and I only love you," and that type of shit. Um, but yeah, that was a very good conversation. But I think that's about it for today. Um, do you have anything else? Do you have anything you want to ask me about what I think?
I didn't really think of any questions before coming in here, so
But like,
um,
you know, based on like what I've been talking about, do you have anything to be like question me like, oh, would you be the type of guy to do this, or you know, would you accept this from a girl, or would you accept this from guys or something?
um, I did think of this like I was just thinking about like the comments, like if a girl sees this and saw like the last topic we were talking about, they could they could probably say we're misogynistic, like we were being misogynistic, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Saying all men want to cheat, like stuff like that, let us be free.
yeah,
They can always like, because people will always hear one thing and then on the other year they hear it completely different and always think of the bad. You know what
yeah.
I'm talking about?
I mean, I only want to like the difference is like I risk that because I actually want to help women. A lot of men will lie to women and be like, "I care about this in a woman. I care about this, or I want to do this," and then the women like get in this horrible relationship that they hate. Like, how many girls do you know at your work that just complain about the ex and how terrible he was? And, oh, he did this, and then they get with this new, like, they look at this new guy, and they'd be telling them the exact same thing that the ex said right before they started dating. You know what I mean? So I'm telling girls what they, it's sad to hear, and it sucks, but at the same time, I want to help them, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because are you going to risk the probability of keep trying to get that guy and figure out he keeps like guys keep cheating and doing all this and like I want to say like as like men are nasty, you know, like there's men that are in this world that are disgusting and um but at the same time like it's hard to find that 1% guy, the one guy who won't cheat, who's successful, who has his shit together, is already taken by a 10 times better girl than her or
Right.
than you, which is hard to say because a lot of girls think that's special and they're gonna get that guy. But like, again, this is a self-improvement or self-improvement podcast, so I'm not gonna like tell sugarcoat anything. But like with women, you have to like if you want like if you don't want to date a guy, you don't care about guys, that's totally fine. But if you do want a guy, you want a certain type of guy, what are you doing to improve? If a guy is going to be loyal to you and he's successful and has his shit together, I bet you money he's gonna want a virgin. Bet you money. And if you're not a virgin, you're probably not gonna get that type of guy. Or if you're not, feminine, or you're not, doing things to improve his life, or like going on to his program, there's how many people in this world? Half of them are women. He has so many girls to choose from. He's going to fly to a different country, fly to a different state, and pick someone who will give him that. You know what I mean? And so that's what a lot of girls don't realize is that just accept me for me. Um, again, I think the next time, well, maybe the next podcast, I'll bring on a girl and see her opinions on this. See, like, oh, does she agree or does she not agree? Because there's a lot of things that girls go through that I don't know. You know what I mean? Because I don't go through the same struggles that girl goes through. And then vice versa. Girls don't go through the same thing that guys go through. They go through different things, and they both suck, but they're totally different. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, thank you for the conversation, Mason. Again, his link's not going to be down in the bio, or probably also in the title of the podcast today as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. Next time it's going to be episode 3. Probably going to be talking about health with my friend Nick. But just like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for joining us today.